Welcome back to SpaceX Extreme Mode, where we test the bounds of what's possible, what's improbable, and what's downright ludicrous. So, last time we were working on oil. We have done a little bit more since last time. You can see that we have laid down well, a bunch of blueprints anyway. They haven't all mapped out, but we have our heavy here, heavy to light conversion, and our light to heavy conversion. I haven't mapped out the blueprints here because, well, really there's only so much we can do. So in addition to that, I've gone ahead and mapped out some sulfuric acid here. I believe that's actually all the sulfuric acid I need for my that entire stack of blue. However, we're going to need batteries as well, so I might complete the row of sulfuric acid. And I have started doing a build for plastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We seem to have about 16 there. I'm not exactly sure what the numbers say in terms of plastic required. But yeah, we need a lot of coal, and so in addition to laying down this, I called up some nukes by the supply train and nuked a bit of the baddies from around here, the bad guys, to open up a little bit more space. And I have also, let's turn pollution off. I have also put in a bunch of coal miners on this patch, which is a patch of 24 million, although it abuts directly into some iron, so that is a little bit of a nuisance. And as much as I hate it, up here of course we've got the stone that's kind of in the way as well. I think that brings us up to date. My plan for now is, aside from seeing that we have almost completed the first of the, let's call them the cheap SpaceX techs, the ones before the FTL drive, in spite of its 16 times multiplier and the fact that we're only using 20 labs at the moment, it just shows a little perseverance goes a long way with these things. Anyway, what we're trying to do here is set up plastic at least enough to cover all of our red, all of this in red. Ultimately, although I might just plan out how big I need it to be, and then create a train, because I need to get this going so that we can use this production for modules here, assembly machine 3s, and then things like roboports, miners, all the good stuff that we need to build a factory and a mega base. So yes, this line is for the plastics back and forth. We also need one to deliver the sulfuric acid, which may well be situated on the inside, and it will probably also pick up iron, processed iron from here. Now, our landfill train has also been busy. It has been used to fill in a bit of this landmass, which was in the way, and a bit here. I think for now I may actually have filled in enough there. So actually I probably either want more here to get rid of this more or less totally, or at least so that the train lines could potentially go straight through there. So that might be the best place to extend the project landfill to. Or otherwise we also want project landfill over here, although if we're going over there we should probably use the main line and then come down here. So lots of things to do. I think we might start by moving Project Landfill so that it comes in about here. That might be a plan for now, just for a change of pace, because that stone patch that Project Landfill is slowly depleting is also in the way. It's not just the iron that's there, it's also the stone patch. So here we are, and that's my alarm. I've got one of these alarms, and at one point I actually had it on global playback, but do you do you really want to hear that from all over the map every time Project Landfill wants you to come and action it? Probably not. So let's just rip that out for now, and in fact, let's rip out Project Landfill. Do I have some rail? Oh, I do have some, but maybe not enough. Alright, well, let's pull the train back up. Manual mode. Actually, before we go too far, I want to rip this rail up as well. Let's put our roboports in. Oh, right. It's being picked up by the local network here, which is slightly annoying. Okay, from this point, ideally we will pick up all this rail. And that bit will end up staying left there. We might not have enough on us to do this, but we'll see how much we've got. Where are we? There, I need to keep going. And yeah, if you're wondering, I am having some issues with getting used to the idea that I don't really need to keep all these blueprints here. I could just keep them all in the library and bring them forward when I need them. Which of course is part of the new features with 15. So let's see, we want to come around somewhere here, I guess. So a bit further. Not quite as fast as using the foul, but for now we don't need the foul. Look at the map again, and turn and come through here. This is only a temporary train line, so I don't mind too much if it ends up going over these little baby ore patches. About where I want to be, so let's just get rid of a bunch of wood. Turn the train. And yeah, we're just about through this part. Oops, one more to go. And that'll do. Since we've run out of rails, let's set up Project Landfill here. Call you Project Landfill. Set up our annoying little siren. If I can find it. Our annoying little siren. There it is. Green wire. I probably could have easily done this by, you know, creating a blueprint, I guess, but there we go. That's all we need, and then we, whoops, landfill. Yep. Now we just need power, and probably getting that from above is as good as any, so that is what we will do. There we go. This probably won't take much to this alarm should have triggered. Maybe let's go manual. Let's go back and go to Project Landfill. Oh, station needs to be set to read train contents. So there you go. Having all this wood on us is holding up our ability to move very much of this landfill at once. But it is a good means to very deafening, so the sooner we finish up the better probably. It is a good means to use up the excess stone that's in the way of the main line, and I mean that sound is actually a little bit loud, so where is it? Environment alert spot. Oh, we can turn that down for one thing. GUI effects, it's probably, those two can probably go down a bit. There we go. That probably will help. Yeah, good. So yeah, with landfill costing something like about 20 stone a time, I believe that's still the formula, isn't it? Yes, 20 stone. Filling in large bodies of water does tend to churn through quite a bit of stone, and that's a good thing. We've just about got rid of enough of that. I don't think we're going to be short of water for oil processing with all of this here, and we can use this one, so certainly filling out this completely probably is not a big deal. How much more have we got? 5k, that's a fair bit of landfill. I really should get rid of the wood, that would give me slightly more each time. But we're almost done here, so maybe it's not such a big deal shortly. I can certainly see how these speakers could be used to grief players in the game. None of these bits of water are going to be particularly useful if they don't have squared off edges. So let's make a geometric object. Perfectly naturally occurring square waterway. How much we got left? 2.9k, alright. And you know what that's going to do for now. I'm not sure where I want Project Landfill next, but there's a little bit of space in there, so I'm just going to send it back home. Right. So, plastic and plastic train. What is the rate of production here? 1 per second. It makes 2 per second. So 2 per second. I have a spreadsheet that probably won't be picked up in OBS, but I think that's a per minute. I think I'm after about 45,000 a minute. So, if that is the case, 45,000 divided by 2, 22,500 per minute, and then we're doing that every 60 seconds. So if we divide by 60, it's 375. Except that the red circuits that need the 45,000, they have 1.4 productivity, so we can divide by 1.4, and these things have 3 module slots for productivity as well, so we can divide by 1.3. That means we need about 206 plastic machines. Good grief. Plastic furnaces, which is a lot. Given that's only 16. Now, what is the demand here for petroleum? 20 petroleum. Well, I can probably, if the flow calculations are sufficient to provide, I don't mind if it builds a little bit of this on the way, but yeah, if the flow calculations are good enough to build these things that take 100 crude, and I'm building 5, 20 I should be able to go 25. Although that's not strictly correct. Maybe if we make it 20, it's not strictly correct because pipes degrade their performance over distance. And and I haven't really calculated out exactly what it's supposed to do. I've just said, well, let's err on the side of caution. So what I might do is increase this to 20. I would increase it to 20 if I had some of them. Let's grab a few. We run over to our station where we set up our supply train, and I completed this last episode. We can A, get rid of all that wood, and B, pick up lots of those, and hopefully a few of those as well. We have a reasonable amount in this local station now, so yeah, should help us get this done. I'm basically wondering and hoping if I can get, so that's 16 and it's just slightly wider than 10, so I might be able to get like 3 lots of 20 across here for 60, and then it will only be sort of 3 rows of plastic before I can start the train network, because that's what I'm trying to get to really, the train network. So that should be 18, 19, 20. Is that 20? Let's quickly check. 20, perfect. And I love this feature where you can just run and cover everything for you. I don't appear to have any pipes. That is no good at all. Let's run back over here. Check if there's any pipes. If there's not, we will request the supply train. And there does not appear to be any pipes, so that is off. Do we have any reds? No, we've got no reds, so we probably need reds as well. Let's get, say, another 200 pipe. Oops, 200. And do we have the other sort of pipe? We do not, so let's get another 100 of that. Hopefully it's available. Turn that on. Our supply request has been sent. Our supply train is moving into position. Bots are going to grab their stuff. And just above the supply train you can make out our nuclear. It looks like I've finally exhausted here. I mean, again, I'm doing this nuclear because it was in the way of, you can just make out this is red circuits. Was in the way of my red circuits, so I had to start building to get rid of it. But this is the processing, so the mining and the refining into U235 and U238, plus a bunch of covarics reprocessing here, which has ultimately meant that as far as our nuclear goes, over a period of a minute, we are basically, it sort of jumps around a bit depending on the processing from the raw ore. That's kind of all random, but 575 to 611. Oh, actually, this is interesting, our consumption. So when it's 561 we're fine, but it's now actually at a point where it does tend to jump around a little bit. That is interesting. Still, there's a small margin of increase. Now obviously a lot of this is just the fact that it's going into that process that uses 40 each time, and then you keep reusing it. So if you took that out of the system, there's just a small margin, but in this case it seems to be in the order of sort of 10 to 20 every minute that we're going up, and we're only using uranium fuel cells at the rate of 7 a minute, so we are increasing our stock of uranium-235. Or 2 a minute. It jumps around rather a lot. Maybe 10 minutes is a more accurate picture. So 591 to 5, yeah, so it's over 10 margin between production and consumption, and this is only 2.8 a minute, so our stocks are growing. Anyway, we now have the stuff that we wanted, so let's see if we've got pipe on us. We do, and we have that, and we have that. Awesome. That's what we wanted. I was just filling in time. Whoops, I hope we haven't just used all of our pipe. Let's skirt around that. Come over here. And we can lay pipe there. And we can use these to fill in the resources. And using passive providers means that we don't have stupid bots, whoops, those are around the wrong way, chasing all over this zone to store items somewhere that makes no sense, and it kind of chokes the demand. It kind of chokes the demand at a level that's actually demanded, rather than allowing runaway. Why am I picking up all of this coal? That's very interesting. Auto trash, let's get rid of the coal. With a bit of luck it will just load it into these things. But it probably will do something really stupid with it instead. Okay, so that is our 20 devices for plastic. Let's get another blueprint. Map that out. And that can be plastic. Let's call it plastic. Tick. Which book do we want? That one. Go plastic, and we will see how many we can get. We certainly can't go to there, but we can go to there. So that's 2. Yes, it looks like we can get our 3 across. So 3 rows of plastic and a bit more. What did I say? 206. So we need, and these things I like to have every. Well, I'll do one more row of plastic, and then we'll have another row of roboports. Let's fix that up first. We should come down with a rail line, not some other way. These ones. Plastic. And I'll finish up this over the probably in between episodes, getting the plastic down, and next time we can start laying down the trains. So thanks so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the episode and hope to see you for the next one. Cheers and goodbye.